This is ATN Global News at 9. Now the headlines. Court nullifies APC congresses in Rivers State. NSCDC deploys 28,300 personnel for hitch-free Yuletide. IG unveils NPF insurance firm to strengthen security. FG to engage Bloomberg to rebrand Nigeria. WHO declares Marburg outbreak in Rwanda. Southam appoints Zurich as new manager, and then Ira Star reveals reason behind a beauty.
From the lines across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring all the sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economic, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.
Welcome back. River State High Court sitting in Port Harcourt has invalidated the local government and state congresses conducted by the Tony Okocha-led All Progressives Congress in River State. The River State APC, under the leadership of Okocha, conducted the Congress in violation of a court order. The new executives from the congresses were also inaugurated on December 14 by the national chairman of the APC, Abdullahi Ganduje. A suit challenging the congresses was filed by some party members who alleged that they were excluded from the process despite making the necessary payments. The presiding judge, Justice Godwill Ogbomanu, in his ruling today nullified the congresses by the party after citing court order restraining the party from going ahead with the Congress. He awarded a 10 million naira fine against the APC for disobeying the court ruling. Police operatives from Zone 16 Command, headquartered in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State, have arrested 6 suspects for alleged involvement in cybercrime. The arrests were made on Wednesday at Progress Estate and Neka Rupoku in Port Harcourt, River State. According to a statement by the Zonal Police Public Relations Officer, Mr. Emonime Gon, the operation was carried out by the Zonal Anti-Money Laundering Countering Financing Terrorism team led by CSP Isaac Uhawa. The suspects, all male, were identified as Shimkaya Ojuibo, 18, Jack Prosper, 22, Stephen Martins, 29, and Micah Douglas, 22, all from Rivers State. Emmanuel Chinedu, 34, from Anambra State, and Uche Darlington Mark, 33, from Abia State. Items seized during the operation include a white SUV Mercedes 2009 model, ritual items such as spiritual soaps and red clothes, 2 laptops, multiple phones, other electronic devices, and a Canadian loud hard drug. The statement indicated that these items were believed to be tools used in the suspects' cybercrime operations. The suspects confessed to defrauding victims of over 700 million naira in total. The suspects impersonated a Canadian actor, Keanu Reeves, to carry out their scams. The Assistant Inspector General of Police, Zone 16 Command, Adebola Hamzat, commended the operatives for their efforts and reaffirmed the zone's commitment to combating cybercrime. Gon also assured residents of Bayelsa and Rivers States of the command's dedication to tracking, prosecuting cybercriminals and ensuring justice under the Nigerian law. State High Court has ordered the restoration of the suspended local council chairman in Edo State. The court, presided by Justice Efe Ikpo-Nwamba, issued the order on Friday, December 20th, 2024. Justice Ikpo-Nwamba gave the order while ruling on the suit filed by the embattled 18 council chairman and the Edo State chapter of the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria, ALGON. The defendants are the Edo State Government, Deputy Governor, the Attorney General of Edo State, the Accountant General of Edo State, and the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Local Government, Community and Chieftaincy Affairs. The judge granted the chairman's applicant's prayers by restraining the defendants from acting on the resolution of the Edo State House of Assembly suspending the claimants. The court also ordered that the status quo as at December 12, 2024 be maintained pending the hearing and determination of the motion on notice filed on December 12, 2024. The judge adjourned the suit to February 17, 2025 for hearing and ordered that a hearing notice be issued and served on the defendants. ATN reported that the Edo State House of Assembly had suspended the 18 local government chairmen and their deputies over alleged misconduct and insubordination. The lawmakers took the decision following a petition filed against the LG chairman by Governor Monday Okpebolo. Okpebolo had in the petition accused the local council's bosses of insubordination for failing to submit their local government area's financial statements to him. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, had faulted the suspension of the LG chairman, describing it as unconstitutional. High Court sitting in Akuku-Igbo, Oshimili North local government area of Delta State has sentenced one Obinna Eze to death for killing a 6-month-old baby, Chimaobi Igwe. The court, presided over by Justice Marcel Oko, convicted and sentenced Obinna Eze to death by hanging on Friday. The defendant was arraigned before the court on a 3-count charge for the offenses of attempted murder, murder and causing grievous bodily harm, punishable under sections 320, 319 and 335 respectively of the Criminal Code laws of Delta State. The prosecution was conducted by the Rivers State Solicitor General and Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Justice, Mr. Omamuzo Erebe, who led other counsel in the matter. The defendant was also led by his counsel, PC Onuba Esquire, to testify in his defense and called no witness. Delivering judgments, Justice Marcel Oko said the prosecution had proved its case beyond reasonable doubt. The court rejected the defendant's denial in his testimony before the court and his retraction of the confessional statement. The court then sentenced the defendant to death by hanging for the mother of Chimaobi Igwe. Delta State Police Command has apprehended 5 suspects involved in the theft of a luxury vehicle belonging to the logistics company Young Shall Grow Motors. The suspects allegedly plotted to steal and dismantle the vehicle for sale in Delta State. Speaking during a parade of the suspects in a video via X, the command spokesperson SP Edafe Bright described the case as unique due to the manner in which the vehicle was stolen. According to Bright, the suspects exploited inside knowledge about the vehicle's security, and the suspects reportedly contacted an accomplice who drove the vehicle from Aba, Abia State to Warri, Delta State, intending to sell it to scrap dealers. The plan was thwarted due to recent warnings issued by the divisional police officer in Ekma, Delta State. The lack of documentation raised suspicions, leading to the police intercepting the vehicle in a bush where the suspects planned to dismantle it. During an interrogation, one of the suspects, Michael Odubo, admitted to his role in the scheme. When asked about the intended sale price, Odubo said they planned to sell the vehicle for $5 million. However, Bright revealed that the vehicle's engine alone was valued at $13 million. He also emphasized the importance of self-policing, urging vehicle owners to take precautionary measures. The suspects will face charges as the investigation continues. Bright commended the proactive efforts of the DPO and urged the public to remain vigilant and report suspicious activities. Nigeria Governors Forum has expressed sadness over the deaths of several children following an unfortunate stampede at a Christmas party in Ibadan, Oyo State capital. Over 30 children were reportedly killed in the stampede, over which scores of people, including the principal of the school where the incident occurred and the organizer, former wife of the Oni of Ife, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has also ordered a probe into the tragic incident. The forum commiserated with the NGF Vice Chairman, Governor Seyi Makinde, the families of the victims and the people of Oyo State. The statement issued by the chairman of the forum, Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak, prayed that God gives solace to the bereaved families and rest the souls of the children that we lost in the incident. Kogi State Governor Ahmed Ododo has commiserated with the government and people of Oyo State over the unfortunate incident that claimed the lives of several children at a high school in Ibadan. Ododo also called for improvement in crowd control and emergency response in areas where large crowds are unavoidable, especially during this festive season. This was contained in a statement issued in the early hours of Friday by the special advisor to the governor, Ismail Issa. Ododo said he was saddened by the stampede in Ibadan that resulted in the death of 35 children at a gathering to mark the festive season. He said the governor also expressed sympathy for the families of children killed in the stampede, especially women who were visibly horrified by the loss of their loved ones. Recall that over 5,000 young people are said to have gathered at a high school in Ibadan, Oyo State, for a youth festival when the stampede that killed at least 35 children occurred on Wednesday. Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps has deployed 1,850 personnel to guarantee a seamless and secured Yuletide celebration in Kogi State. A statement signed by the Command Public Relations Officer Abdullahi Aliyu on Friday noted that the Kogi State Commandant of NSCDC, Esther Akinlade, carefully chose this personnel from various units encompassing the Operations Department, Special Rapid Response, Agro Rangers, Female Squad Intelligence, and Critical National Assets Infrastructure Departments. According to the statement, the commandant emphasized that NCNDC, in conjunction with sister agencies, is dedicated to ensuring a crime-free environment in the state before, during, and after the festive period, considering the peculiarity of Kogi State bordering 9 different states, including FCT. Commandant Akinlade urged the youth to abstain from involvement in any form of social misconduct or unlawful activities that could disrupt law and order, as anyone caught will face the full wrath of the law. The statement added that she urged the public to observe the celebrations with moderation and to relay any credible information concerning any form of criminal activities and hideouts to the relevant authority, thereby contributing to the preservation of the relative peace prevalent in the state. Bauchi State Police Command has arrested 3 suspects for stealing a motorcycle and attempting to sell it. The theft was reported on December 16, 2024 by one Haruna Magua, who said his Boxer motorcycle was stolen from his home in Tenti Baba Village, Plateau State. A statement issued by the spokesman of the command, SP Ahmed Wakil, on Friday revealed that operatives of the Thorough Divisional Police Headquarters, acting on intelligence, tracked the suspects Yakubu Aminu, Abdul Lawal, and Buhari Abdullahi, all from Magamu Gumau town. During questioning, the suspects were said to have admitted to the crime. Meanwhile, the suspect will face charges in court after the investigation is complete. Troops operating in the northwest have neutralized a notorious terrorist commander, Bako Wogi, following a gun battle. The wanted criminal linked to the murder of a Sokoto monarch and closely allied with notorious terrorist Bello Turji, initially sustained gunshot injuries during the engagement, but later succumbed to his wounds. Confirming the development, Major General Edward Buba, Director of Defense Media Operations, said the neutralized terror leader Bako Wogi provided valuable intelligence to support troop operations before his death. On security measures for the festive season, Major General Buba emphasized heightened vigilance and readiness. In related operations, two high-profile terrorists, Hamisu Sale, also known as Master, and Abubakar Mohammed, were apprehended in the North Central Theater. Both are reportedly cooperating with authorities and providing critical intelligence on the terror network. These developments reflect ongoing efforts to dismantle terrorist networks and ensure public safety during the festive season. Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps NSCDC Niger State Commandant has drafted a total of 1,700 personnel to ensure hitch-free Christmas and New Year festivities in the state. The state commandant, Abdullahi Adamu Kambra, in a statement signed by the DSC Abubakar Rumuti, said the deployment was aimed at providing adequate security providing adequate security coverage before, during, and after the celebrations. He noted that the deployment is also intended to protect critical national assets and infrastructure in the state. According to the statement, the commandant, while addressing the management staff, explained that the deployment was part of the Corps' efforts to maintain law and order, protect lives and properties, and provide security at all meeting points. The statement also disclosed that personnel will conduct stop and search operations at exit points in the Mina metropolis to ensure a successful celebration. The PRO stated Commandant Cambra charged the personnel to exhibit a high level of professionalism and work in collaboration with other security agencies in the state. The command urged the general public to assist in reporting any suspicious activity or movements to the NSCDC or any security organization. Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has given owners of the 762 revoked plots of land in Maitama 2-week grace to pay for their certificates of occupancy. The owners of the plots located in Maitama 2, Cadastral Zone A10, Abuja, are expected to pay for their C of O or risk final revocation. Mr. Lere Olayinka, Senior Special Assistant on Public Communications and New Media, announced this in a statement in Abuja on Friday. Olayinka explained that Wike's primary interest was not for people to lose their lands, but to get them to make necessary payments due to the government. He recalled that on October 5, a list of 3,273 allottees and title holders that were yet to pay for their C of O were published. He added that title holders were given 2 weeks to pay their bills or lose their right of occupancy titles. According to him, 2,511 out of the 3,273 allottees responded and settled their bills, while the remaining 762 did not comply. The spokesman said that the 762 allottees and the 614 others with outstanding payment of O have till January 3rd, 2025 to pay or have their R titles withdrawn. This, he said, was pursuant to the provisions of Section 28 of the Land Use Act in 1978. National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control has sealed the factory and 8 shops in Nasarawa State for packaging, selling and distributing counterfeit rice. Acting on an intelligence report, the agency's investigation and enforcement task force uncovered an operation on Thursday involving fake rice products worth an estimate. The factory, Ninja Ventures, located at 44 Abacha Road in Karu, had hidden behind a residential property, was found to be packaging and distributing counterfeit rice under various popular brand names. Products seized included fake bags of rice and empty sacks branded as Royal Stallion, Big Bull, Mama's Choice, Optimum and Ultimate Gold in 25 kilogram and 50 kilogram sizes. Relevant documents linked to the operation were also confiscated. During the raid, NAFDAC apprehended a factory worker who denied involvement and claimed that the factory had ceased operations 2 days earlier. She further alleged that the branded bags found in the warehouse did not belong to the facility, while the factory owner was absent at all the time of the operation. Nasarawa State Police Command has arrested 17 suspects linked to armed robbery, kidnapping, murder and rape, according to the Commissioner of Police, Umar Shehu Nadada. In a press briefing, Nadada pointed out the command's proactive measures to combat crime during the festive season, including a ban on the sale and unauthorized use of fireworks. He stated that the arrests were made during raids in Lafia, Mararaba and Awe, where police operatives targeted criminal hideouts. In Maraba's division, officers apprehended 3 suspects at a residential building on Yelwa Road, recovering a locally fabricated rifle and knives. 2 additional suspects were arrested in Agwatashi, Obi local government area for conspiring to murder a woman to cover up a 40,000 naira debt owed to her. Nadada stated the importance of community support in the fight against crime. We appreciate the efforts of the public in providing useful information to help us combat criminality. The commissioner also warned criminals to steer clear of the state, reiterating the command's resolve to crack down on criminal elements. Nadada concluded that these arrests underline the police's commitment to maintaining security and ensuring a peaceful festive season across Nasarawa State. Nasarawa State House of Assembly has passed the 2025 appropriation bill of 402.57 billion naira into law. The House had jerked the 2025 budget by 20 billion naira against the 382.57 billion naira earlier presented by Governor Abdullahi Sule, making it a total of 402.57 billion naira. According to the House of Assembly, the increase was due to the importance of some economic codes in the budget and the current inflation in the market. The Speaker of the House, Danladi Jatau, announced the passage of the bill into law during the House proceedings in Lafia on Friday. He expressed optimism that the 2025 appropriation bill, if finally assented to by the governor, would enable the state government to execute more people's-oriented projects for the overall development of the state. Recall that on Friday, November 29, 2024, Nasarawa State Governor Abdullahi Sule presented the 2025 appropriation bill of 382.57 billion naira, christened Budget of Economic Growth and Stability, to the House of Assembly for approval. The Speaker therefore directed the clerk of the House to provide him with a clean copy of the bill for his vetting and onward transmission to Governor Sule for his further necessary action. In a related development, the House has passed into law a bill for a law to establish the Nasarawa State Fire and Rescue Service Agency to provide for the suppression of fires. rescue of persons and animals from hazardous situations, and other matters connected thereto. The Speaker, while announcing the passage of the bill into law during the House proceedings today in Lafia, said that the bill was aimed at providing firefighting equipment, among others. Kano State Command of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps has deployed no fewer than 3,542 personnel for hitch-free Christmas and New Year celebrations in the state. The figures are contained in a statement released on Friday by the command's public relations officer, Ibrahim Abdullahi, a copy of which was made available to newsmen. He said, in addition, operatives have been mobilized to work in synergy with sister traffic enforcement agencies for a seamless and free flow of traffic while the festive season lasts. Abdullahi warned miscreants to shun acts capable of causing a breach of public peace, as violators of the order would be arrested and prosecuted. You're watching the Global News on Atlantic Television Network. We will be right back after this break.
From the lines across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring all the sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economic, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today. Only on ATN.
Welcome back. This is the Global News on Atlantic Television Network. Now to the rest of our stories. Speaker of the House of Representatives Tajuddin Abbas says he is not owing any outstanding payment for land allocated to him in the Federal Capital Territory. ATN recalls that the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, on Thursday revoked the ownership of 762 plots of land in the Maitama 1 district of Abuja. The Speaker was among high-profile individuals whose names were in the report, which revealed the decision of the FCT Minister to revoke land titles in Abuja. Responding to the development in a statement on Friday, the Special Advisor on Media and Publicity to the Speaker, Musa Krishi, explained that his principal has only one land allocated to him in the FCT and has since settled all payments. According to him, it was an error for the FCTA to include Abbas' name among those having outstanding payments, leading to the revocation of the land titles. He therefore advised the FCTA to be more circumspect in handling such issues. Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun has announced the official unveiling of the NPF Insurance Co. Limited, a groundbreaking initiative designed to safeguard the welfare of police personnel while extending comprehensive insurance services to the general public. Recognizing the indispensable role of police officers in maintaining national security, the IG added that NPF Insurance Co. Limited aims to provide robust financial protection and support for officers. According to Force Public Relations Officer ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, in a statement on Friday, the initiative is a testament to the NPF's unwavering resolve to provide comprehensive support to its personnel while fostering public trust and cooperation in building a safer and more secure nation. The unveiling events will be attended by prominent dignitaries, including the Honorable Minister of Police Affairs, Senator Ibrahim Gaidam, as the special guest of honor. Our other attendees include executive governors from the 36 states, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, senators, members of the House of Representatives, and the chairman of the Police Service Commission, DIG Hashimu Agongu, among others. Ewetoku emphasized that this initiative bridges the gap between police welfare and public insurance services, positioning the Nigeria Police Force as a trailblazer in aligning security services with citizens' financial security. He commended the board of directors led by its chairman, AIG Olufemi Adenike, retired, for their efforts in actualizing this vision. Nigerian Army Council has approved the promotion of 108 senior officers to the Major General and Brigadier General ranks. According to a statement on Friday by the Director of Army Public Relations, Major General Oyema Nwachukwu, the list includes 35 Brigadier Generals elevated to Major Generals and 73 Colonels promoted to Brigadier Generals. Among the newly promoted Major Generals are officers holding the critical command and staff positions. Notable names include the Acting General Officer commanding 8th Division and Commander, Sector 2 Northwest Operation, Fasan Yama, General Ibikunle Ajose, the Commander, Nigerian Army Space Command, Bridge General UG Ogeleka, I beg your pardon, amongst others. Officers promoted to the Major General rank include the Deputy Chief of Military Affairs, Army Headquarters, Departments of Civil Military Affairs, General B.P. Kugana and General I. Otu from the Nigerian Army Heritage, and Future Center General A.O. Adegbite from the Headquarters, Nigerian Army Corps of Supply and Transport, and the Deputy Director, Tender Board, Department of Procurement, General S.A. Jimo. For the rank of the Brigadier General, notable promotions include the Commander, 43 Engineers Brigade, Colonel S.M. Leah, the Commander, 78 Supply and Transport Colonel O. Igwe, the Chief Medical Director, 44 Nigerian Army Reference Hospital, Colonel N.S. Onuchukwu, among others. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, urged the newly promoted officers to redouble their efforts, justify their elevation, and lead by example. He encouraged them to develop innovative solutions to tackle the nation's contemporary security challenges. Navy Board has approved the promotion of 146 senior officers to various ranks. A breakdown of the promotions as outlined in a statement by the Nigerian Navy spokesperson, Awuyo Adams Aliyu, revealed that 24 Commodores were promoted to the rank of Rear Admiral, 26 captains were elevated to the rank of Commodore, and 96 commanders were promoted to the rank of Captain. Adams Aliyu said the newly promoted Rear Admirals are Ibrahim Mohammed Katsina, Suleiman Dahon, Gideon Jirim Kachim, Abolade Olanrele Ogunleye, Shemiu Adisan Adepegba, Bob Manuel Kokote Efyong, Yusuf Sani Idris, Danjuma Mohammed Ndanusa, Ifeanyi Chidi Okpala, Mushi Yahaya Abba, Victor Dabes Choji, Vincent Borabari Baranwi, Madumon Ide, Desmond Okechukwu Ibo, Kolawale Olumide Oguntuga, Adedokun John Siyembade, Rahim Tawfik, Kabiru Tanimu, Bai Haruna Sajo, Jonathan Ojon Ajo, Paul Efe Ogene, Muslim Olatokumbo Yusuf, Abiodun Alade, and Samuel Innocent Ngatua. He said the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala, charged the newly promoted officers to rededicate themselves to their responsibilities and remain loyal to the nation as the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. President Bola Tinubu. Air Force Council has announced the promotion of 19 Air Vice Marshals and 33 Air Commodores in the Nigeria Air Force. In a statement on Friday by the Deputy Director of Public Relations and Information Group, Captain Kabiru Ali said the officers promoted from the rank of Air Commander to AVM include Osichinaka Ubadike, Olushola Akimboyewa, Olasakami Abu, Johanna Katabia Nosiru Folaji, David Pajok, Albert Bott, Ibitayo Ajiboye, Mikali Abdulrahim, Kennedy Mataluo, and Bolahan Oremosu. Others are Ayodele Hanidu, Mohammed Omar, Atang Sambo, Jubrin Usman, Ernest Owai, Adindu Ekuribe, Garuba Bello, and Mohammed Isa. The statement added that the officers elevated from group captain to Air Commodore include Abdullahi Abu, Sani Maij, Olamiju Obasa, Eyo Benson, Bashiru Amunemi, Nuhu Hassan, Oluwasegun Okeniyi, Abang Oyong, Ezi Onu, Folari Agbegbi, Muhammad Aliyu, and Muzami Muhammad. Others are Captains Ibrahim Musa, Nkechi Esionye Uzodima, Raphael Gaba, Daniel Komo, Eric Pogri, Bature Usman, Adebumi Ola, and Duyin Laha. Also promoted are Captain Bello. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has organized advanced training programs for its officers in the Advanced Passenger Information System and Passenger Targeting Intelligence Gathering. The training aimed to strengthen the agency's ability to target and intercept high-risk passengers, cargo, and nail combating illicit drug trafficking. It also sought to improve international collaboration between countries of origin, transit, and destination to dismantle cross-border criminal networks. In a statement on Friday, the agency's spokesperson Femi Babafemi said the training, which was facilitated by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, was held recently in Côte d'Ivoire and Abuja. He said the chairman, Chief Executive Officer General Buba Mawa lauded the officers for their commitment, urging them to integrate the newly acquired skills into their daily operations at the airports to enhance security and disrupt drug trafficking networks. Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps has deployed 28,300 tactical operatives across the country to protect critical national assets and infrastructure during the festive season. The operatives drawn from crack squads, special forces, intelligence, anti-vandal and operations departments will focus on preventing illegal activities such as petroleum theft, illegal mining, vandalism of power installations, destructions of telecommunication equipment, and other forms of economic sabotage. ALDE urged zonal and state commandants to strengthen their intelligence gathering capabilities and adopt proactive measures to prevent vandalism and other crimes. He stressed that the NSCDC, as the lead agency for protecting critical infrastructure, would not tolerate any breaches of its mandate. The NSCDC is collaborating with other security agencies to prevent any attempts to disrupt public peace or damage government utilities. Identified flashpoints, including recreational centers, religious gatherings, motor parks, shopping malls, and other public spaces, will be closely monitored. The Commandant General assured the public of a peaceful and secure Christmas and New Year celebration. He encouraged citizens to cooperate with security agencies by providing credible intelligence to help apprehend criminal elements. Nigerian Railway Corporation has rolled out a free train ride initiative to serve an estimated 340,000 passengers during the festive season. As part of the federal government's palliative efforts, the program aims to provide relief to Nigerians traveling across major routes, ensuring seamless and affordable transport throughout the Yuletide period. The acting managing director of the NRC, Ben Lanusi, spoke at Kubwa Station on Friday after the first successful round of free rides. He assured Nigerians that the NRC is committed to the program's success. The routes include Abuja to Kaduna, Lagos to Ibadan, Port Harcourt to Aba, Lagos Mass Transit and Warri. This morning, all the routes went seamlessly. Addressing concerns about ticketing and crowd control, Lanusi encouraged passengers to plan, and he noted that the NRC also implemented measures to prevent abuse of free service. On concerns about the e-ticketing system, Lanusi admitted that there were challenges but noted improvements. A lot of these things are network-driven. We've improved our e-ticketing solution and made it faster. If you're having problems booking, contact our support center. The telephone numbers are on our portal, he said. The free train rides will continue until January 4 or 5th, 2024, with further updates to be announced by the NRC. Magistrates Court sitting in Ado-Ekiti, the Ekiti state capital, has granted 30 million naira bail to embattled lawyer and human rights activist Dele Farotimi. At the hearing of the bail application on Friday, Magistrate Abayomi Adeosun ruled in favor of Farotimi's bail request. The magistrate stipulated that the bail conditions included 2 responsible sureties and required Farotimi to surrender his international passport to the court. Additionally, he was instructed not to grant media interviews while the case was ongoing. ATN reports that the Ekiti Police Command had arraigned Farotimi following a petition from an elder statesman and senior advocate of Nigeria, Afe Babalola, who accused the activist of criminally defaming his recently released book. Nigerian government plans to engage Bloomberg to rebrand the country's global perception and attract foreign investments. The Federal Ministry of Finance disclosed this in a statement released through its official X handle on Friday. The statement noted that the federal government, through the Ministry of Finance Incorporated, is expected to spearhead a 2-year tenure initiative aimed at rebranding the nation's global image and attract foreign investments. At a meeting with the Minister of Finance, Wale Edo, Bloomberg's global director, Nicole Kife, emphasized the company's commitment to reshaping Nigeria's narrative and showcasing its economic potential to a global audience. The statement added that the Bloomberg plans to leverage its vast media network to highlight Nigeria's achievements and opportunities, addressing investor hesitations tied to outdated or negative perceptions. On his part, Armstrong Takang, CEO of MOFI, noted that the partnership would spotlight key government projects such as the Real Estate Investments Fund and gas pipeline initiatives, further promoting Nigeria's progress in sectors. Central Bank of Nigeria has granted Iberu the change of operators temporary permission to purchase up to $25,000 weekly in foreign exchange from the Nigerian foreign exchange market, which was launched earlier this month. In a circular dated December 19, 2024, and signed by T.G. Alu on behalf of the CBN's Acting Director, Trade and Exchange Department. It was noted that this move is designed to meet seasonal retail demand and forex during the holiday period. The arrangements will be in effect from December 19, 2024 to January 30th, 2025. According to the circular, BDCs may purchase forex from a single authorized dealer of their choice, provided they fully fund their accounts before accessing the market. The circular noted that transactions will occur at the prevailing NFEM rate, and BDCs are required to adhere to a maximum 1% spread when pricing forex for retail end users. All transactions conducted under this scheme are expected to be reported to the CBN's Trade and Exchange Department. The CBN also assured the public that personal travel allowance and business travel allowance remain available through banks for legitimate travel and business needs. These transactions are to be conducted at market-determined exchange rates within the NFEM framework, as the Apex Bank reiterated its commitment to ensuring a fully functional and liquid foreign exchange market while addressing price volatility. Nigeria Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority has urged petroleum users to avoid panic buying in this Yuletide season, noting that petroleum depots were wet with products. The coordinator of NMDPRA in Delta State, Mr. Victor Owodiasa, while advising on Friday during a media chat in Warri, maintained that there is sufficient product that will last beyond the festive period. Owodiasa stated that the federal government is doing everything practically possible to sustain availability of petroleum products, especially in the Yuletide season. He said there is no panic for buying. There's no panic for buying because all the depots are wet with products ranging from petroleum, motor spirit, automotive gasoline oil, and dual-purpose kerosene. The NMDPRA coordinator advised motorists not to stock fuel in the boots of their vehicles while traveling to avoid possible fire disasters. He also urged people not to store fuel at home, noting that they are highly inflammable products. According to him, storing petroleum products at home could endanger the life of the people and the properties. Owodiasa, while wishing Nigerians a Merry Christmas, stressed that NMDPRA was concerned about the lives and properties of citizens, particularly that of the Delta residents. You're still watching the news on Atlantic Television Network. Up next, international tidbits. World Health Organization on Friday officially declared the Marburg outbreak in Rwanda. The outbreak was first confirmed on September 27 and resulted in 66 recorded cases and 15 deaths, mostly affecting health workers. It has been weeks since the last case. The WHO declares an outbreak over once. 42 days have passed since the last patient had their second negative test. Marburg causes a highly infectious hemorrhagic fever, and it is transmitted from fruit bats and belongs to the same family of viruses as Ebola. Its fatality rate has previously been up to 88%, but the latest outbreak proved less deadly. Rwanda was praised for its quick and comprehensive response, including testing, contact tracing, and a public awareness campaign. Pakistan on Thursday denounced new U.S. sanctions on the country's ballistic missile program as discriminatory that put the region's peace and security at risk. Pakistan's foreign ministry warned in a statement that the sanctions have dangerous implications for strategic stability of our region and beyond. It also cast doubt on U.S. allegations that targeted businesses were involved in weapons proliferation because previous sanctions were based on mere doubt and suspicion without any evidence whatsoever. It also accused the U.S. of double standards for waiving licensing requirements for advanced military technology to other countries. The sanctions freeze any U.S. property belonging to the targeted businesses and bar Americans from doing business with them. The U.S. State Department said one such sanctioned entity, the Islamabad-based National Development Complex, works to acquire items for developing Pakistan's long-range ballistic missile program that includes the Shahin series of ballistic missiles. The latest U.S. sanctions come months after similar measures were slapped on other foreign entities, including a Chinese research institute, after the U.S. State Department accused them of working for the National Development Complex, which it says was involved in the development and production of Pakistan's long-range ballistic missiles. Russian missile strike killed at least one person and damaged buildings across the Ukrainian capital during the morning rush hour on Friday, city officials said. Residents in the city center heard loud explosion and fires broke out in several buildings. Serhiy Popko, the head of Kyiv's military administration, said photos from the site showed the wrecked roof of an office block with blown-out windows in central Kyiv and firefighters extinguishing a fire after a car was heavily damaged on the street below. Kyiv Mayor Vitaly Sychoko said one person had been killed in the attack. The Kyiv city administration said 11 people had been injured, including 5 who had been taken to the hospital. Russian forces, who launched their full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, used 8 missiles in the attack, including hypersonic Kinzhal missiles and Iskander KN-23 ballistic missiles, Popko said earlier on Friday. The Russian Defense Ministry said it had struck a command center used by Ukraine's SBU intelligence agency, a site which it said was involved in the designing and construction of missiles and a U.S.-made Patriot anti-aircraft missile system. Russia has been carrying out airstrikes on Kyiv and other targets, particularly energy infrastructure, as its forces advance in the industrial Donbas region on eastern Ukraine before expected peace efforts next year. Amid concern in Kyiv that Donald Trump could cut American support for its war effort when he returns to the White House next month, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky urged the U.S. president-elect on Thursday to ally with Europe and stop Russia. This is all we have for you now. I beg your pardon. Here now is ATN Sports News. Stand-in head coach Daniel Ogumodede has picked 18 players for the home-based Super Eagles 2024 African Nations Championship (CHAN) qualifier against the Black Galaxies of Ghana. 12 players were dropped from the 30th that were in camp, and Kayode Bankole and Henry Ozomina are the 2 goalkeepers selected by the gaffer. Veteran midfielder Rabiu Aliyu, talented right back Sadiq Ismail, and experienced striker Sikiru Alimi were also included in the squad. The first leg is slated for the Accra Sports Stadium on Sunday, and kickoff is 5 p.m. Nigerian time. The second leg will hold at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium, Uyo, on Saturday, 28 December. The winner on aggregate will pick a ticket to the main competition taking place in Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda, 1st to 28 February 2025. Southampton have agreed to a deal to appoint Ivan Juric as new head manager to replace Rochelle Martin. This was disclosed by footballer transfer expert Fabrizio Romano in a tweet via his X account on Friday. According to Romano, the deal between Southampton and Juric is set to be signed today. Recall that Southampton had sacked Martin after their 5-0 thrashing by Tottenham Hotspur a few days ago. Martin guided Southampton to promotion last year in his first season in charge. And now the entertainment news. Nollywood actress Chioma Chukwuka Akpota has revealed how she prepared for her role in the recently relaxed Netflix series 7 Doors. In 7 Doors, Akpota portrays the role of an Igbo queen married to a Yoruba king, played by Femi Adebayo, bringing to life a tale of kinship, family, love, betrayal, and restitution. The role required her to speak fluent Yoruba. Appearing in an interview alongside her co-star Femi Adebayo, the actress disclosed that she learned Yoruba specifically for her role in the series. Nigerian singer Oyin Kanshola Sarah Aderibe, widely known as Ira Star, has revealed how she maintains her beauty. The Grammy-nominated diva disclosed during makeup events in New York that she engages in some ritual practices to stay beautiful. Star said sleeping and dancing in front of the mirror helps sustain her beauty. And that's the global news for tonight. Before we go, another look at the major stories. Court nullifies APC congresses in Rivers State. NCSCDC deploys 28,300 personnel for heat-free Yuletide. IG unveils NPF insurance firm to strengthen security. FG to engage Bloomberg to rebrand Nigeria. WHO declares Marburg outbreak in Rwanda over Southampton appoints Jorik as new manager, and Ira Star reveals reason behind her beauty. I am Francis Necker. Thank you for watching.